Welcome to an AAC matchup here at the Dome Gymnasium where the Bluefield University Rams are taking on the Montreat College
Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers, thank you. Taking on the Cavaliers of Montreat. And right now, Bluefield having a 12-7 overall record, 8-2 in the conference, having a little more playing time than Montreat, who's only played 14 matches and 6-8 overall and 2-6 in conference play. Bluefield coming in here, coming off of a win and a loss. When they were away for the last couple of games, they lost their winning streak to Brunel. And, of course, that was a tragedy for everybody, but they took that lesson, went to Truett McConnell. It looked like all hope was lost there as they were down 2-0, but then they come back in the next 3 sets, making it a 5-setter and winning against Truett McConnell at their place for a 5-setter, 3-2. So, Jackson, just tell me what momentum does Bluefield have coming into tonight's match?
Well, they've got a lot, of course, going on. I think that such a victory in itself, of course, recovering from they were like we talked about it constantly. They're on cloud 9. They had won their 7 straight, and they go down to Gainesville, Georgia, and get taken out by a team that's middle of the pack in the conference. Of course, we were number 2 in the conference at that point, and currently sit at number 3, only behind the CIU team that beat Montreat and Bryan College, who will be facing on Friday. But this is what we failed to mention about, although they are 2-6 in Montreat, they actually went on a 2-game win streak in the conference before hitting CIU, and that's extremely impressive to see. Maybe they picked it up, and that's a little scary going into tonight's game. But also, this is a team in Bluefield that's gone through so much. A lot of resilience in these ladies, and I'm excited to see what they're going to have. Of course, a lot of the stats going in our favor. We have a higher winning percentage, and just overall, multiple players doing a fantastic job tonight. And I'm excited for a contest as we go into tonight. This is a Montreat team that's led by a brand new head coach in Haley Peonessa. She comes out from Elaria, Ohio, and then was an assistant at Holy Family College out in Wisconsin. And of course, her assistant, also a first year, in Brittany Carpenter, who has, she's made her fair share. She's a veteran in the sport. But then, we see a lot of parallels between this one and like the Carolina University coaching staff. A lot of talent and a lot of great experience as they go into tonight, Ethan.
Absolutely, and right here, Katie James to deliver the first one for Montreat. Ball moving left to right. The ball is up. Watcott giving it to Sotomayor, and Sotomayor giving it 1-0 in favor of Bluefield. A great way to start up the match. Coming back now, Leslie Flores delivering the ball, coming up to the serving line. First set underway, 13 in the air. Back from Georgia Lewis. Watcott. Sotomayor on the end, and that's a second straight kill for Sotomayor today. It's 2-0 in favor of Bluefield. Lauren has had a lot of good success here lately. She's one of 2 people on the court tonight that has triple digits in cumulative kills. As Flores comes back to serve, she dribbles up high. Georgia Lewis. And point going to Montreat off of a double contact.
Got to be careful there.
Yeah, double contact. It's so subtle, yet it's so important not to touch the ball more than once. As coming up now, McKinley Edmondson. Service error, giving it back to Bluefield, giving them a lucky break. Edmondson, a 5'8 junior from Goldsboro, North Carolina, was, again, the server. Bluefield University, Georgia Lewis gets the ball up. Block unsuccessful, knocking it back to Lewis. Sotomayor on the end and knocked out for the side out. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Bluefield's up by 1. Cumbria Bowen, 5'2" sophomore, Yadkinville, North Carolina. Grajeda, unreturnable, flying off the hands of Edmondson. It's now a 4-2 ball game. Ducey coming in to do some serving as the front line lines up in a vertical fashion. It's up from Ducey, but lower than the tape. Right into the net for the service error. 4-3, excuse me. They just changed the 4-3. Bluefield still up by 1, but a close game as Carly Gwynn, a 5'2" freshman, coming in to serve for Montreat. Appreciative of the fans that could come out tonight. Ducey to Watcott, knocking it back for backwards progress. Block, Watcott. And it goes to Bluefield after, I believe that ref signaled 4, which means they hit it more than 4. You know, I always like to say that's 4, but then once you hit 4, that's no more. As the ball goes up from Cassidy Brown. Grajeda. Backline Brown to Watcott. Flores, near side, coming back. Grajeda on the far end. No block there. Wells on the near side, and a block from Reese Davis, the setter freshman 5'9" from Keller, Texas. Came from Trinity Prep. She had a good block there on the near end of the court. Number 33, Cameron Wolf, a person to really watch out for. She has had the most amount of kills cumulatively on the Montreat team. Flores on the near side and killing it right in. That is what we like to see, Jackson.
Yes, big outside hitter, and that explains a lot of why we have her in her position, very big in our rotational defense.
Adriana Grajeda up to serve for Bluefield. Looks like they're going to sneeze this one. And already off a double contact, Bluefield getting a free point. It's the first set, ladies and gentlemen. Bluefield University is up 7-4 as Grajeda comes back to serve. And knocking it backwards, Cameron Wolf could not make it forward. 8-4. Bluefield now doubling the score of Montreat. Bluefield has had the lead all set long as they take a timeout. We will thank some of our sponsors. So, since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options to strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall. Eat more chicken.
And I have to say that you guys need to come out to our Soccer Community Day coming on this Saturday, October 9th, when our men's and women's team both take on Bryan College, the women to take on at noon, and the men to take them on at 2. But of course, it'll probably be a little later than 2, as it never starts on time, because, man, that's a long 90 minutes on that field.
A very long 90 minutes indeed, not to count the halftime. As they come back out onto the court, 8-4, Bluefield having the lead all set long thus far. as Grajeda dribbles it up, and play resumes. Kill laid nicely in by Destiny Pfeiffer, another one to watch out for. As an outside hitter and a right side, 5'8" freshman from Huntersville, North Carolina. Katie Baker up to serve for tonight. It's up. Far end, but outside. Outside from Carly Connor, native of British Columbia.
It's a little bit of a drive, huh?
Little bit of a drive, probably take a point out there. Yeah, ball's up. Flores, a little too hot on the voltage, 8-7, and just like that, Montreat now comes back within 1 point. Getting a little out of system here. Ball's up. Carly Connor, once again, saving that though, flying off the hands of Katie Baker. It flew out of bounds, 9-7, as Watcott comes up to serve for Bluefield. Seen a lot of good setting out of her this season as that ball goes up. Watcott gives it to Lewis. Over on the near side to Flores. And ball bounces in between Wolf and Davis. A little miscommunication there, 10-7. Bluefield still has the lead, set number 1. Over the tape. And good eyes on that one as that one went outside for the side out, 11-7. Bluefield in the lead. Watcott comes back to serve for the third rally in a row. It's up. Flores to Watcott. Block. And unreturnable. Fell just to the inside, 11-8.
It's a lot closer than we expected it to be, Ethan.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This, stats seem to be in our favor, but the stats don't tell the whole story. What tells the story and completes it is what's going on the court and how motivated can people get. I know they're coming off of a very redemptive win. Time to get focused here as Watcott goes to Flores. And right off of Flores, ricocheting off of her head, 11-9. It's a 2-point ball game. Bluefield still in the lead as James comes back to serve. And a service error from James, little bit too hooking too much to the right. Gives Bluefield the ball back and a 3-point advantage.
Stephanie Miller rotating in for Cassidy Brown.
It's Stephanie Miller coming in. And the ball goes out of bounds again. 13-9. Bluefield in the lead. Pretty evenly paced first set of play. Bluefield seems to be getting focused and laser focused at that. Far end, a block. I believe that was Carly Connor on the block. 14-9, Bluefield in the lead. Ball high up the tape. And point always goes to Bluefield as the ref rules. Ball's up. Flores from the back. And once again, double contact. That is probably the easiest mistake a volleyball player can make, is that double contact. It's very slight, But when the ref picks up on it, before you know it, goes back into the hands of Bluefield, 15-9. Connor knocking it over too hard. Madison Miller, a junior, 5'7", from Duffield, Virginia. McKinley Edmondson up to serve for Montreat. It's 15-10. Bluefield still in the lead. Sotomayor with just a good one. Georgia Lewis to Watcott. Miller on the near end and too hard. Possession goes back to the Cavaliers of Montreat College. 15-11. Edmondson back up. It's up. Watcott. But a block from Carly Connor. Doing great at middle blocking tonight. 16-11. Jackson, I do believe that Bluefield really wants to win this game tonight.
I think they want to win the game every night.
Well, I know that, but just seems like they're very focused, energetic. As that kill goes in, 17-11. It's been a very clean first set of play. For Bluefield to hold on to the lead all set long just shows them how resilient they can be. Georgia Lewis to serve for Bluefield. Watcott setting it up. High up from Flores. And a kill right there from number 10, Madison Miller. Racking up some kills tonight on the stats. 18-11. Georgia Lewis again to serve, but a service error slightly outside. Gives the ball back to the Cavaliers. The libero on the Cavaliers, the Cavaliers libero, Cambria Bowen, is serving. Tongue twister. Sotomayor hard. Georgia Lewis giving it to Watcott. A block. On the far end, Sotomayor. 19-12. And it is only now 6 points away before Bluefield can win this set. Ducey is up to serve. Looks like Sotomayor is checking out. Ducey's checking in. Ball's up from Ducey, but a little bit too low on the net. 19-13. Michaelan Cherry, the 5'7" freshman from Watertown, Tennessee, up to serve. Flores tried to get it over there, but hooked it to the left from the backside. So that's a 19-14 ball game. Bluefield still in the lead. Possession in the Cavaliers. Watcott to Grajeda. Grajeda inside for the kill. That was a clean one. Cassidy Brown coming in to serve now for the Bluefield Rams. 20-14. 5 away from getting the first set. Ball's up. Watcott to Georgia Lewis. Block unsuccessful. Watcott gets back under it. Flores Near side. Grajeda. And after a semi-long rally, a double contact gives it to Bluefield, 21-14. Jackson, got to commend the Rams. They've had laser focus all set long.
And although they've faltered quite a bit, they're still keeping it together as that one drops right in and a point goes to Montreat.
And I spoke too soon as a little miscommunication, but 21-15, 4 points away from getting the set. Bluefield definitely motivated for the W tonight. Watcott. Grajeda fires and gets it for the kill, 22-15. Carly Connor now coming in as Grajeda rotates back to serve the ball rather. It's up and out. 22-16, going back to Montreat. Baker coming back to the serving position for, I think, the fourth occasion of the night. Watcott over to Flores. And with the last-ditch effort to save the ball rolling out, Bluefield getting 23-16, edging ever so closer to the first set victory. Sotomayor coming back in. It's up. Unreturnable from Taylor Coe. On Montreat. Taylor Coe's had some success this season with being a very efficacious blocker for Montreat as Katie James comes back again to serve the ball for Montreat. Watcott to Flores. Sotomayor. Watcott to Sotomayor and pancaking a lot, keeping it up, Montreat. And point goes to Bluefield after a double contact. Set point here, 24-17. Leslie Flores dribbles the ball, gets ready, and it's up. Flores gets under it to Watcott. Block unsuccessful. Back line. Bringing it back in, Watcott. Sotomayor gets it over. And a block. Landing it right in to put the finishing touch. Carly Connor getting killed. 25-17, and that is the first set of play. Jackson of play here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Again, Rams lead 1-0.
You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further. You say.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for set number 2. As we get within a minute, we are going to thank a couple more of our sponsors. Duchess Dairy produces whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their plant in the heart of rural Montreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Gigabeam Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabeam Networks going further with the Rams. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics, as we are here to tee off for set number 2, and the Rams look to end this one in 3. Of course, the Rams winning the last set 25-17, very close set, a little bit back and forth, and towards the end of the back half of that set, the Rams were able to pull away as they get starting all out here. And back to serve, of course, is 2-time AAC Setter of the Week, Aubrey Watcott.
And she doesn't take that lightly either. I mean, she's been a dynamic setter for this team for every game.
Now I know that her goals are to get 10 per set. As that drops right in, and the first point goes to Montreat, dropping right in from number 14, Maya Gray, the outside hitter from Clayton, North Carolina. Back to serve, number 33. And I checked that because I grabbed the wrong rosters. That drops right back in, but dimed out of bounds, and possession goes back to the Rams. Leslie Flores back to serve. Out of South Charleston, Ohio. As it goes right to Wolf. As it's hit over and unreturnable from number 23, Haley Horton, the sophomore out of Sewanee, Georgia, who went to Lambert High School, part of the biggest classification in Georgia, being 7A. I know Virginia only has 6As, but a lot of those southern states, well, actually Tennessee only has 3 divisions. As that's hit over by Sotomayor. Wolf. Miller. Set. Sotomayor almost dropping right in, towing the line, and it drops past the fingers of Connor, and the Cavaliers go up 3-1 as number 19, Katie Barker, check that, Baker, as it goes from left to right. Tried to hit across by Horton, but not able to get it over. And I will say that, you know, I mean, this Montreat team has a much larger roster than the Rams, and that usually leads to a lot of diversity, but this is a very young team with a fresh coach, as that's hit over from Lewis. Drops right in again from Horton, and another point goes on the board. Montreat currently up 4-2.
Seems like Bluefield's getting a little out of system here on these last few rallies.
Back to serve, Katie James, the sophomore out of Green Cove Springs, Florida, out of Clay High School, as it's hit over. Big hit from Grajeda. Wolf be able to recover. Horton. Flores. Not able to get it back over the net in James. As Reese Turner makes her way back to serve. As the Whales coming from the Cavalier sideline. As it's hit over, dropped right into Lewis. Wolf with a great dig. Grajeda punching it over. On the line, hitting the bar, not able to get under it, and the point goes to the Rams as they tie it all up 4-4 here in set number 2. Reese Turner back to serve. Reese Turner, the sophomore out of Rocky Mountain, Virginia, Franklin County High School. Horton, a lot of power. Hit back over by Millard. Off the hands of number 7, Bowen. Rams take the lead, and Turner goes back to serve for the 3rd time. Wolf, Horton, and James and Co. were a little confused on who was going to call that. Neither of them didn't. Drops right in as the Rams look to pull away as the serve comes from Reese Turner. James, Horton not able to get it over the net as it hits her wrist and drops right down. Rams now up 7-4.
Seems like now a pattern's developing as, Montreat's sort of getting out of system now.
Service error from Reese Turner after 3 great serves. Going to cost the Rams a point and the possession, as they didn't tag out properly. And number 11, Edmondson, coming in for Horton. Spring Creek High School alum as it goes over. Miller off the hands of number 27, Rose. Knocked out of bounds. Rams get the ball back. Cassidy Brown back to serve. Hiawassee College transfer. Drops right over to Rose. Bumped up. Wolf, a lot of power right to Lewis. Flores. Floated over. Walcott. Big set. Bruce on the far corner, and another point for Montreat. As the crowd seems to get larger and larger, please come on down here in the Dome. We're having tons of fun here for some AAC action, as a whistle was blown and the ball was dead. A couple confused. The false start not given. Patton, and that point goes under the net and back to Montreat. Very back and forth set, quite mirroring our set number 1. Flores off the hands of Rouse, and another, check that, point goes to Rams. Adriana A.D. Grajeda back to serve.
Looks like Connor's coming in too.
This goes across, but a little too much heat on that one. Knocks it out of bounds for a service error. Back to serve. Michaelan Cherry out of Watertown, Tennessee to Watertown High School. Flores. Over to Wolf. Dropped in, not able to be recovered from Flores, and the Rams take a 2-point lead here in set number 2. Watcott back to serve. Here's a serve as it goes off the hands of Edmondson, and that's going to cost them another point. Rams go up 11-8 as I can see some referees coming in. I don't think they're the refs for this game, though. As Edmondson hits it right into the net. 12-8 now the score. Watcott back. Right off the tape and off the shoulder of number 26, Cherry. Rams starting to walk away with this set. 12-8 the score. Check that, 13-8. Wolf, as she bumps it, and it looked like nobody was attempting to go into the bleachers to try to save it, which I wouldn't blame him, because knowing myself, I would trip very badly and bust up a knee or something as it goes over from Watcott. Wolf blocked and out of bounds. Possession going back to Montreat. Cavs looking to put something together of their own. Sotomayor recovered over by Wolf. Watcott bumping in to Sotomayor. A little bit of confusion brings the Cavs within 4. Wolf back to serve out of Lambertville, Michigan, Bedford High School. Drops right in off of the hands of Flores. Rams now up 10-15. Unreturnable coming from number 29, Reese Davis, the setter out of Keller, Texas. Rams now up 16-10 as Flores is back to serve. As that service error cost the Rams a point and the possession. And I like that. And number 19, Katie Baker out of McDowell, North Carolina, serves it over. Connor. Point going to Montreat off of a double. Baker back to serve again. Right to Flores. Miller off the tape. Horton. Across. Back to Horton. Close to being on the line, but deemed out of bounds, and the point goes to the Rams as they take this lead into the final stretch of this set, 17-12. George Lewis out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, back to serve. As that service error brings the Cavs within 4. Katie James back to serve. All too much heat from that one.
Georgia
brings
saw
possession
that one coming.
back to the Rams.
Yeah, Georgia saw that one coming. She was screaming out, out, out. Good eye.
Reese Turner back to serve. Drops right over as that goes from James to Horton. Miller. Dropped in by Horton. Big hit from Flores. Wolf. Grajeda across, but kept alive as Horton drops it right back over, almost hitting one of those drop-down lights here in the dome. It goes over and across. Still keeping it alive. Almost able to punch it over as it goes off the hands of Wolf. I think there was a little bit of confusion on how many hits the Rams had on that side, but the Rams taking that one, now up 19-13. Here's a serve from Turner. Knocked over to Rams line. Bumped up. Horton almost stopped up at the line. Rose with a lot of power on the far side. Brings it to a 14-19 ball game. Still a good cushion. But a lot of those big rallies are what make and break this team. You know, even if a team's not really having it, you can really break a team after having a long rally go in your favor. As number 11, Edmondson back to serve. Grajeda drops right in, a couple bumps, and floated over by Watcott. A little too much heat from that, knocks it out of bounds. Rams 5 away from ending this set. Cassie Brown back to serve. Edmondson drops right in on the inside of that, and the Rams come within 4. Cassie Brown right to Bowen. Off the hands of Watcott, and a point goes to the Cavs, and the Cavs has done a phenomenal job of keeping these last 2 sets fairly close, although this is the point in which the Rams were able to start walking away with the lead. As that goes across, Rouse, a little too much power. One of those 2 outside hitters, her, of course, her and Horton doing a great job for the Cavs, combating Leslie Flores and Lauren Sotomayor. Serve from Reitzloff. That's a lift. The Rams take it with 2 more points, going to end this set early. Stephanie Reitzloff out of Bardstown, Kentucky. As there comes another service error. Grajeda coming in for Reitzloff. And Diaz doing the best job of sweeping that sweat up. As this serve is going to come from number 26, Cherry, out of Watertown, Tennessee. You got to wonder what it takes to get the name Watertown. It's a pretty cool name. This hit right into the hands of Bowen. Cherry. Connor. Hit over by Wolf. Recovered. Almost in the far outside corner. Still saved by Edmondson as that comes from Flores and drops right in past the hands of Pfeiffer and Davis, giving the Rams setting up set point here in set number 2. Aubrey Watcott back to serve. Wolf. It goes across. Not able to be recovered. It goes right back over Flores. Drops it right in for a kill and set point. And the Rams go up 2-0, and we'll be back here for set number 3 in 1:34.
You say you have vision. You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
Set number 3 getting ready to come underway here at the Dome Gymnasium. Bluefield University leading 2-0 after a 25-17 win in the first set and a 25-16 win in the second set. Let's thank some of our sponsors right quick. Duchess Dairy produces whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their plant in the heart of rural Montreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. The Grind, 103 Spring Street, Bluefield, Virginia, seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come to the Grind for the Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday at 7 p.m. Also, wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, it's also on YouTube, Apple, anywhere you can get your podcasts, the Bluefield University Coaches Show.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of interesting stuff, and of course, we talked these last couple weeks with both the basketball coaches since both their seasons are coming up. And, of course, on October 21st, here in the Dome, we will have Mountaintop Madness. I don't believe that is open to the public, but it'll be lots of fun. You know what? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're not sure on that one.
I will get back to all of you guys on that one. We have our next contest. It's not going to be Saturday. Saturday here at the Dome, which is actually... Check that. It is next Tuesday against Union College, and it'll be Dig Pink game here in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here, of course, we had our Breast Cancer Awareness game this past Saturday, but it's a month.
Absolutely. Number 10, Katie James coming to serve for the first serve of the third set. Here we go. Watcott. Block. Backwards. Brown couldn't get to it in time. 1-0 Montreat. Once again, James to serve the ball. Rams lead it 2-0. They're looking to win this one and be done. Ball's up from James. Outside, Carly Connor with unreturnable ball, 1-1. Leslie Flores coming to the serving position. Lewis to Watcott. Watcott, Lewis on the near side. And too low from Flores gives it back to Montreat, 2-1. Lexi Weibel coming in to serve for Montreat. Outside from Watcott, giving the ball back to Montreat once again, 3-1. Weibel. And it's ruled inside by the line judge. 4-1. That was right there on the line. But 3-point advantage now for Montreat as Weibel comes back for the third consecutive. And right there, Sotomayor brings it back to Bluefield, and it's 4-2. Montreat leading. Georgia Lewis coming to serve for Bluefield. Spins the ball, it's up. And a block from number 10, Madison Miller. Madison Miller Jr. out of Duffield. Rye Cove High School about 2 hours down the road from here. Maybe 3. It's up. Keeping it up, Lewis to Watcott, over to Sotomayor, and outside, hooking a little to the right. 5-3, Montreat is in the lead. Libro on Montreat, Cambria Bowen to serve. Watcott to Grajeda, block, unsuccessful. Watcott tried to get to the ball, but point goes to the Rams. As Reese Turner comes to the floor.
I think the previous point was awarded due to a net violation.
Net violation on Montreat as Reese Turner, the sophomore, coming up to serve. Ball's up, but too hard as it comes now 6-4. Montreat has possession. Checking in now is number 26, McKaylin Cherry, to serve the ball. Bluefield trails by 2. Ball's up, left to right. And just like that, slipped out of the hands of Georgia Lewis, 7-4. Ball's up from Cherry. Watcott to Grajeda on the far end. And a block from the middle from Pfeiffer. It's 8-4. Montreat leads. Ball's up. Watcott to Flores from the back. Far side, coming back in. Cranked up hard from Madison Miller. 9-4, and a timeout called by Coach Gallimore. And with that, we're going to thank some more of our sponsors. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in commercial construction solutions for the two Virginias. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Gigabeam Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabeam Networks, going further with the Rams. So Jackson, you know, Bluefield's now down by 4 points. What does Bluefield need to do to possibly tie it and get back on top? Because they've been out of system here.
Well, they need to minimize their mistakes. Time and time again in these last couple sets, we've seen a lot of mistakes that we haven't seen Bluefield make in the past. And I think that getting shaken up, of course, out of town at Brunel may have gotten them there, but they got to get back into rhythm. Of course, they're going to be taking on #1 in the AAC, the only other team outside of Brunel to beat them in Bryan College in Dayton, Tennessee. This Saturday. Dayton, Tennessee is only 30 minutes outside of Chattanooga, so if you live near there, go watch this play.
Play resumes. Miller killing the ball. Madison Miller, 9-5. Bluefield now getting within and narrowing the lead for Montreat. They're within 4. Cassidy Brown coming in to serve for Bluefield University. She dribbles the ball. Ball's up and over. Block unsuccessful. 10-5. Doubling the score of Bluefield. Montreat, as they gain possession of the ball back. Coming to serve now, number 11, Edmondson. 5'8" setter from Goldsboro. And it's up. Libro knelt on that. Grajeda, far end. Flores, over to Lewis. And a block. Backwards progress, saved by Libro. Trying to sneak one in. And Flores on the near side finally gets a kill, 10-6. Bluefield trails by 4. Carly Connor coming in. And Stephanie Reitzloff, number 8, coming in to serve for Bluefield University. Ball's up. Too hard. 11-6 as the ball goes back to Montreat Cavs. Number 19, Katie Baker. She dribbles. It's up. Far end, cranked up, but going in favor of Bluefield. 11-7. Man, this 7-Eleven scoreboard makes me want to go to 7-Eleven. Give me a slushie.
It's a Slurpee.
Okay. Well, probably where you're from. Okay. Flores to Sotomayor. Kept up. Cassidy Brown from the back. Sotomayor kept up. And a kill down the middle from Carly Connor, 11-8. Watcott coming back. Serving. It's up, but a service error gives it right back to Montreat, 12-8. Montreat has had a pretty decent lead here in the, won't say it's too extraordinary, but they've had a pretty good lead here in the third set. as James comes back up to serve. It's up. Watcott. And a double contact ruled on Montreat, so Bluefield gets the ball back. It's 12-9. Flores to serve. Flores gets it up. Already a double contact again on Montreat. Need to minimize that mistake as Bluefield gets another free point on the rally, 12-10, only down by 2. Outside from number 15 there, Taylor Coe. Junior middle blocker, 6 foot even from Ararat, North Carolina. Flores coming back to serve. And it's ruled inside on the line, and now, ladies and gentlemen, a tie ball game. 12-all. Flores, in anticipation, gets it up. And sideways save. Watcott, Sotomayor over. Edmondson tried to get it over, but now Bluefield with the first lead in a while, 13-12 as the timeout's been called. Black Tie Charters, since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall. Eat more chicken, as the cow says. And you can also come out when we play Bryan College this Saturday in soccer, if I'm correct. Coming up is the community day for Mercer Mall Chick-fil-A. So, you know, Bluefield has its first lead in a while. So what can they do to maintain that, as they've been offered some very free gifts by some of the errors from Montreat?
Well, I think they just got to have their head on straight when they go and play the rest of this set. And capitalize on the mistakes that Montreat's making. We saw a lot of the mistakes occur in set number 1, of course, coming from Montreat's side, especially in the defense, of course, with those doubles, as that serve goes to Leslie Flores.
Play resumes, and it's ruled inside by the line judge down there. I believe that's Caleb Word doing duty. Men's volleyball coming up later on, I believe starting in November or December. Stay tuned as the ball's up and out.
Men's volleyball starts in January.
January, so I was close. As 14-13, Bluefield University by 1. Georgia Lewis spins up and out. Service error gives the ball back to Montreat, and it's a tie ball game, 14-all. Brown up. Block unsuccessful. Far side. Flores to Grajeda. Miller. Miller platforms it. Platform by Watcott. Miller, too much. 15-14, Montreat by 1. Returning to serve, Bowen. Knocked back and saved by Georgia Lewis. Lewis to Watcott. And a kill. Bowen could not get to that in time as she pancakes to the floor. 15-all. A very close game here. Reese Turner getting some more play time here today as she comes in to serve. Ball's up. On the near side, Madison Miller ricocheting off the pole of the net. 16-15. 1 point lead, trading off side out for side out at this point. 16-15 in favor this time of Montreat. Cherry to serve. Watcott to Grajeda. Block. Unsuccessful from Horton. It's a 16-all game. And now we got the sweepers coming on out as Brown patiently awaits for the ref signal, and a signal comes. Dribbling low to the floor, coming up. It's up. Watcott, Flores, and a clean kill on the corner on the near side. 17-16, Bluefield takes the lead back. Cassidy Brown to serve again. It's up. Watcott to Flores, sinks it in. Cherry raced to it, but couldn't get to it before it bounced to the floor. 18-16, Bluefield pulling away ever so slowly with the lead. 18-16 by 2 now. Knocked back, Brown unreturnable. 18-17, it's a 1 point game. Bluefield in the lead on this close third set of play as Edmondson comes back in. It's up. Watcott to Grajeda on the middle, block. Block unsuccessful, knocking it back, saving the ball. But it goes to Bluefield on the 4 and no more. Or rather, 4 is no more. 19-17, Bluefield is leading by 2 rallies. Reitzloff checking in. And Reitzloff gets the ball up, but a service error. 19-18. Baker coming back into the rotation to serve. Montreat only trails now by 1. Ball's up. Flores. Brown giving it to Watcott. Platform over. A block. And ball bounces right on the line or close to it. Brown not getting a hand on it. 19 all. And Baker back to serve again. Ball's up. And right there at the tape, bouncing in to Montreat territory, 2019 Bluefield. Watcott serving the ball. It's up. Watcott to Sotomayor. Sotomayor sinks it. Kill from Sotomayor makes it 21-19. Bluefield Rams in the lead. 4 away from taking it to the house. Ball's up. Brown to Watcott. Near side, kill from Flores. Bluefield up by 3 now, 22-19. We got some sweepers again. We thank the sweeping team, by the way, for getting up the sweat as play resumes. Far side, Flores saves. And outside, good eye from Sotomayor, making it 23-19. Bluefield within 2 here of winning the game. But service error right from Watcott gives the ball back to Montreat. James back to serve for Montreat Cavs. 23-20 is the score. We thank you for listening on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Currently, on a macro level, Bluefield is winning right now 2-0, looking to win their 3rd straight here. It's up. On the far end, Connor. And sinking it in from the far end, from what I believed, Edmondson. Check that. That was Cameron Wolf. He's right there on the far side. Coming back. 23-21. Keeps it up. Lewis to Watcott. And Flores. Block, unsuccessful. Connor gets it back. Block right there from Sotomayor. It is now, ladies and gentlemen, it is match point. 1 more point, and this deal is sealed. Leslie Flores with a big task here. Ball's up. Block too soon. It's up from Watcott. Block. And a kill right there from Sotomayor. Gives the game 25-21, the 3rd set and the match. 3-0. Bluefield takes the victory over Montreat College. I believe we will be having a post-game interview in just a few minutes here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. But first, Jackson, what are your thoughts about tonight?
I think that this was a game that needed to happen for them, although they swept in 3. Montreat was a very tough team, especially coming off 2 wins before they lost to CIU. But the Rams need to pull something a little bit better together. Hopefully in the rest of this week of practice, they can come more together. Later into this week, of course, they'll be taking on Bryan College away this Friday before coming back next Tuesday to take on, make sure that's right, Union College for the Dig Pink game in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But they're going to place a really, really tough team here in a couple weeks, nationally ranked Bryan College, and it'll be interesting to see how the Rams fare against them on the road. But, yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, 5-setter the last time they played here at the Dome. They'll be this time going away over to Dayton, Tennessee to take on Bryan College, and that will be an interesting game. So, with that, we will have post-game coverage here after this on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where the score 3-0 Rams.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be. contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
Welcome back here to the Dome Gymnasium, where the Rams take this one 3-0. And just a very, very, very interesting contest. And right here with me, I am now speaking with head coach Buddy Gallimore. So, Coach, what did you like about the game tonight?
Well, we overcame some adversity. We're dealing with a few injuries. I had a girl come in, had some come in that hadn't played there in a while, and kind of stepped up for us. And we've got to accept the mentality of having the next girl up, and it worked for us tonight.
It did. Now, in that second set a little bit, I know the second set here at home historically, as I've been here, has sort of been a set to adjust. So coming into the second set, you know, when Montreat was up by a little bit, what did you instill in your girls to get it home?
Well, we just got to make sure that we're working harder than they are. That is a scrappy bunch of girls, players from Montreat, and they kept getting the ball up. We've just got to make sure that when the ball comes over, we're passing it on target, and we can run our offense.
So, Coach, going into the next game against Bryan College, a very tough opponent in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, what takeaways can you take away from today in order to prepare for this next match?
One thing we've got to work on is serve consistency. Tonight, when we served the ball we were able to get on runs. But if we don't get the ball in, then we're not going to be able to play. When we serve the ball out or serve the ball in the net, we automatically give the other team a point. And so we've got to make sure that we're making the other team work for their points and make them earn them instead of giving them away.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of side outs here tonight, a lot of service errors, but definitely something to capitalize on as we go into the next match. So thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
Very privileged to have you with us. And thank you all, most importantly, from Jackson Bass. This is Ethan Stinson. And thank you all for listening to women's volleyball here at the Dome tonight, where the Rams are victorious 3-0. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where we will have a soccer doubleheader with Jackson Bass on the call for that one. So until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.